Hi everyone. Okay, so welcome back to the prep series, and I apologize. We have not been very consistent with our updates. We are now 8 weeks out from the show, and life just happens, and so things are just crazy. It's hard to keep up with all this vlogging stuff. I don't know how people do it, but they must have their own camera person. They must have their person that's just following them and all that stuff. But it's crazy because when you have to do things on your own, you have to set up your camera, you have to get content, you have to edit. I think that's the hardest part of this is editing. It takes so much time. And so, having to juggle life, kids, the fur babies, meal prepping, training, cardio. It's a lot. It's a lot to take in. But let me just update you guys on what has been happening past few weeks. So cardio is up, calories are obviously down, but obviously we still have to keep up with all that stuff. So like I mentioned, we are 3 weeks out from the show. We are traveling to Vegas for this show, and having to just prep all that stuff. It's just been crazy. Been modifying a lot of our carbs, protein, fat, veggies, and all those stuff, because when your body is not moving as it should be, you to have someone look at you and say, okay, this is what we need to do. Basically, I am on 2 phases of cardio. We got our fasted cardio, and then we got our post-training cardio. I have been trying to break all those apart, so I'll do my fasted as soon as I wake up. I eat my first meal, and then I'll do work, admin stuff, whatever, train clients, all the sorts. And then I'll wait for my second meal, I'll train, and I would wait for my last meal of the day to do my second cardio, and then go to bed. And the reason we've been doing that is so, your body is constantly burning calories throughout the day. Crunch time. Let me just share with you guys what I'll be eating today. It's high carb day today. Share with you what I had for breakfast, which is meal for today, because right now I am prepping for my second meal, and then I'm going to be doing some touch-ups and all that sorts. I'm going to be posing, reserving that other cardio later on before our last meal. And especially when when you're on a high carb day, you want your body to always be burning calories. You always want to have your metabolism going, and that is one way that you can keep up with it, is if you break things apart. So that was our first meal of the day. So our first meal of the day after our fasted cardio, we had egg whites, we had a little bit of veggies, and then we had oatmeal. Now for our second meal and for the rest of our meals, we're just going to have cod, veggies, and jasmine rice. So like I had mentioned, and what I have shown you guys before, there's a series of videos, if you haven't watched those, on how to meal prep. Best way to meal prep when you're on time management is I do everything in bulk. So I pretty much cook everything in bulk, right? That's cod, and then we have our veggies. I've just been doing a lot of green beans and asparagus, fresh green beans and asparagus, and I'll stir fry them and then put them in Tupperwares. And so by the time I'm ready to eat, I'll just weigh them in my individuals. So let me show you guys how that works. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and prep all of our 5 remaining meals for the day. And so let me show you the setup. We've got our weight scale, you got rice right there, and then you have cod, and then you have asparagus. So I'll just put them in like individual Tupperwares right here. Ignore those, ignore the cookies. 3 more weeks before we indulge ourselves in some of these cookies. For now, we're just gonna smell them. So that is pretty much the rest of our meals today. So you got 5 more meals and basically cod, veggies, and rice all day today. I am going to be eating my second meal, my pre-workout meal, and then I'm gonna do some training. I'll be doing some touch-up trainings today: shoulders, delts, specifically the delts, glutes and hams, and then do more housework, I guess, because it's Sunday. So we're just gonna be doing a lot of laundry, a lot of just cleaning up and just setting ourselves up for the week. Because you know what they say, if you don't plan, if you don't organize, life is chaotic. So just an update on how I'm feeling. I guess it's I guess if you're not suffering, then are you really working hard, right? No. And it's been challenging, to say the least. It's, you know, it takes a lot on you. It takes a lot of toll on you. For those who knows about competing, it's really tough when it comes down to the very end. You just have to push. And the reason why I have, and it's probably one of the reasons why I haven't been very consistent with, you know, the vlogging, is because everything you do takes energy. Talking takes energy, and it's hard. Really, of course, you know, when you have clients and you deal with customer service and, you know, owning a gym, it's all about, you know, talking to people and all this sorts. It's a bit challenging, but we can take a good challenge, right? I'll be updating you guys for the next couple of weeks here that's coming up. Our next video will probably be the packing. We leave for Vegas, and I'll show you guys that journey, you know, packing, what we gotta pack, airport when we get there, peak week. So those are the things that are just coming up, and then of course show day. Those are really fun. I do really like peak week a lot. That's probably one of the best weeks of competing. It's when you get to eat a lot of food, depending on how you're looking, but also it's almost to the finish line. And so that's it for right now, and then I'll update you guys on posing, on what I'm training today and all that sort. So I'll see you in a little bit.